Hello everyone, it is another gorgeous sunny day here. The weather is absolutely perfect, so I'm out for a walk. I'm going to take you guys with me. Actually out to get my son some Ricola lozenges because he has a cough. I figured I'll walk a little bit further to the grocery store because I don't know what it is about my local pharmacy, this particular chain, which is Shoppers Drug Mart. You know, if you're in Canada, they put the price up for like these essentials. They have great sales, but like just their basic stuff is so much cheaper at the grocery store. But also there's something else I want to get from the grocery store. Anyway, so the walk is about 1 kilometer, and I thought I would have a look with you guys. Maybe we can have a look in the drugstore shelves as well, see what they've got for hair care. So I apologize in advance for the traffic noise. If you watched my last vlog, you kind of heard me complaining about how I'm kind of over it. So that's the downside, right? But the upside is like, it's a nice day and I'm gonna go for a nice kilometer walk and get an errand done instead of spending extra time sat on my bum in a car. So always a trade-off, right? If you're worried we're not gonna talk about hair at all, we are. We're gonna talk about it a bit later. We'll probably have a sit-down chat and I'll get to talking about something that's really been on my mind, really niggling at me lately. But maybe let's just get this done first and then we'll have some time together. Hope you guys are enjoying these. Yeah, you're getting a look at my neighborhood. This is not at all something that would be apparent about me from watching anything that I've ever made, but I love to walk. I probably walk 7 kilometers most days. I don't know how much that is in miles, 5 miles maybe. There's no life that I can imagine that doesn't involve a lot of walking. When I can't walk, like when I'm not feeling well, it really brings my mood down. I'm so spoiled for food in this area. There, I don't know if you can see it, that place is so good. It is, I think, Syrian. Do amazing falafel and shawarmas, and then behind me, try not to go too quick, I know that makes people dizzy, is this Albert's Real Jamaican Foods, which is iconic. Love this place. Okay, so that's Shoppers Drug Mart, and it's sort of like our Walgreens here in Canada, so we will be giving this place a miss. See, they're open till midnight, and so that's why I think they keep their prices high. They can, right? Because if you're desperate for like a cough syrup, where are you gonna go? So I just passed a construction site, and I will say one of the nice things about being in your mid-40s is nobody really hassles you. Like guys at construction sites don't like wolf whistle or anything, or maybe that's not a thing anymore. I'm kind of glad to be over that. I was joking with my friend. Nobody ever hits on me anymore, and I kind of like it. I can move around more peacefully. I mean, I never found people making comments when you pass like super threatening or anything. I think when you grow up in the city, you kind of get used to it pretty fast, but just very eye roll, very like a nuisance basically. Okay, what do we have here? We have Joe Fresh. I don't know if you know that brand. It's a fast fashion brand. The clothes are absolutely so cute and so terrible at the same time. If you buy something from here, it will not last. It will last you like maybe that season, few washes, that kind of thing. So I've entirely stopped shopping from them altogether. Let's have a look though in the window. See, that dress is so cute, but I can guarantee you it will just come apart. I mean, the stuff's undeniably cute. Okay, 1 kilometer walked. This is the grocery store. It's called Loblaws. It looks like a mall. Took a friend here once and she's like, oh, is that a mall? And I was like, no, that's actually the grocery store. The reason it's so tall like this, it has a parking lot underneath. Okay, here we are on the inside. I'm wearing a mask, looking around. Wearing a mask because my kid is sick. I mean, there's no mask mandate here where I live in Ontario anymore, but my kid is not feeling well. I don't know what he has. He's coughing. Is it allergies? Is it COVID again? I don't know, but I'm just gonna be safe by wearing this. So this is not my regular stop, but it is a really nice grocery store. Look at these tinted roses. Maybe they're for Pride. I don't know. They're really cool. I do like a classic rose though. Minus the baby's breath. So much cute stuff in here. Love flowers. Okay, let's find what we're really here for, which is not flowers. Okay, oh, right around this corner. Oh, there's the Ricola. Oh, please tell me you have the flavor. Oh no, I don't see it. This is not good. You see, now you know why I don't come to the store. they just never have the one thing I'm looking for. Classic. Always happens to me, particularly here. Do they have just this package size though? Original. Oh, of course not. All gone. Okay, I'm gonna just poke around because sometimes there's a stand and you can sometimes find extra things there that people haven't gobbled up. Oh, have a look. You know, like an end cap kind of thing here, but that's Halls. It's not what I'm looking for. Well, they don't have either of the things I was looking for. The reason I had to come here, classic Loblaws nonsense. But we're in the hair aisle now, so let's just have a look. And I do actually have to go to Shoppers Drug Mart anyway, so that's where we'll go next, I guess, after this. Look at all this Head and Shoulders, for heaven's sake. Look at this. I honestly thought there was only like a couple types, but there's a lot. That's the #1 selling shampoo in the world, apparently, by the way. I don't use any of these brands, don't really care for this stuff. Used to love the Garnier when I was in my 20s because it had that beautiful fruity smell that was kind of unique on the market, but now you can get that all over, right? Like Dove. There's a lot of those fruity kind of smells. Okay, this is promising. So I like this brand here. It's Ever Strong, Ever Pure. I think it's called Elvive in the US. It's really good. Listen, here's a hot tip. If you have color treated hair or not, you can still use color treated shampoo. And the upside of doing that, using a shampoo that is for color protection, is that it tends to be gentler because you don't want to strip away the color or further damage bleached hair, for example. So that would be one reason just to pick up a color treated shampoo if you have hair that doesn't react that well to strong shampoos. What else have we got? Oh look, they got Monday here. I didn't know that. So you've seen me test this on my channel. Did not like the moisture that much, but it's fine for what it is. And it's so pretty though. Look at the bottle. All right, well that's that. This place is huge and they don't have the things that I wanted. Classic. So I'm gonna go to Shoppers now. Let's go. Well, for shit's sake, here we are. Place I tried to avoid. Oh well. Honestly, one of the bright spots of this place is that the beauty counter is good. A lot of nice stuff here. This is just a local pharmacy. Have a look down there. All the girls are really helpful and really nice that work here, but let me tell you something about prices here. Okay, this is on sale. It's not too bad, but our drugstore prices are crazy, absolutely crazy. They're not that far off Sephora when it comes to like regular price, like $17.99 for that mascara. Come on. I remember when it used to be just a couple bucks. You know, almost everything was under $10. Maybe I'm aging myself, but their sales are good though. When things go on sale, they really go on sale. Anyway, obviously we're not here for that. We're here to pick up some stuff for my kid who's suffering at home. Probably coughed up a lung by now because I'm taking my sweet time. We will look at the hair care stuff in just a second. Where's everything? So I guess there's some supply chain issues, maybe? I don't know. It's crazy. Okay, so sometimes we get products that don't appear in other markets, like for instance this one. This is new. I have not tried it yet. Here's one that you hear me talk about a lot. Down here, the Viscal. The price is crazy here though. If you're at Target, I think you pay under 10 bucks for these. This stuff is really good. It's the Lotus brand, the purple, and it says Lotus on it, and that's available in Canada and the US as well. Yeah, a lot of shampoo here, and I don't like any of it really that much. They even have Nioxin now, Topic, and Kristen S is a new thing. I've not seen this here before. Have you tried her shampoo and conditioner? I think I might. Maybe I'll put that on my list. I really have loved some of her products before in the past. If you could smell this place, it's called Dutch Dreams. It's a little ice cream shop, but it has got like a cult following here, and it always smells of vanilla waffles, basically. When I say vanilla waffles, I mean like they're making cones fresh from scratch, and it smells really good. So I'm just walking home on a quieter street, and it is recycling and garbage day, so I apologize for all the disgusting looking beat up recycling boxes in everybody's yard that I keep passing. What's so lovely is that you can just take a really short detour. I just sort of went one lower than the busy street follow what I'm saying, like the street that's just south of it. All of a sudden it's just like super quiet. You're walking alone on the street. It's just the sounds of birds. I don't know how these houses block all the traffic noise, but they do, and it's really nice. So let's talk hair for a moment, because I know that's kind of why most of us are here, even though the other detours are kind of fun. My hair is very see-through at the top, and the way that I would fill that in, even though despite my hair mostly being grown back in, but this is wider than I would like it to be, and I kind of just don't really care that much. But sometimes I do, for whatever reason. I'm out with friends, or I know I'm going to be maybe doing some videos in the sun. I didn't do today, but I would normally just put some Topic in there, the hair fibers, and or L'Oreal's root spray to cover it up. Then to lock it, I would just use hairspray. It's also okay just to do nothing. I mean, I am getting older. We're all gonna get older, and your hair is gonna be thinner than it was at age 18. That is just a fact. So it's okay to embrace it too and do absolutely nothing. I'm not trying to encourage you to do those things. I'm just saying that's sometimes what I do if I'm trying to hide that. Aw, look at this cute little toy. I love those tiny friends. They're so sweet. True story about me, and my mom will attest to this. I had one of those cute little toy prams, and I just let it rust outside. It just was not my jam. I was not one to be pushing a baby around in a stroller. Check out this little cool pond. Koi in there. People that own that pond though are kind of grumpy, so I have to make it quick. No loitering. I hope you've been enjoying checking out my neighborhood. It's full of cute little things. Little places where my husband gets his hair done, and next to it, apologies, I absolutely suck at angling this, is a little gelato spot that there's huge lineups. I'll tell you about that, how the lineups drive me nuts, because basically people just walk in and out of the street, and you can be just trying to drive to your garage, and you can't get by because people are blissfully slowly eating gelato, unaware of the fact that they're in the middle of a busy street. Anyway, almost home. This is sort of the back way. All right, back home now. Little outfit of the day. We're having a Maxinista kind of day. All the stuff is from Marshalls. This is linen blend pants, and you can't see, but Adidas shoes. I always wear the same ones. And just a boxy, really shapeless black t-shirt, but I'm starting to boil in this. Let's see if I can get a better angle. So, can't see, but these are sort of loose leg, flowy pants. It's 11 o'clock now, so you know what that means. It's cappuccino time. All right, this is what I usually have. It's this stuff here. Do you guys have this in the US? I feel like it's just a Canadian product. Let me show you the box. I love this stuff, but it is not in any way, obviously, an authentic cappuccino. But it is quick and tasty and pretty low in calories. Not that that really matters that much, but it's 50 calories, and it makes this kind of sweetened foamy drink that I like. Let's go outside. It's getting hot, so I decided to change into this dress. So it wasn't really an outfit of the day that I was showing you earlier, because I've changed. I don't know what it is, but the older I get, the less I can seem to regulate my body temperature, and I end up just boiling. And even though I'm cold-ish in the morning, it's I have to change halfway through the day, which was not ever something that I used to do before. But here we are, just sitting down with my cappuccino. Right, so let me see if I can angle this a little bit better. Here we are. So the thing that I wanted to talk to you about in regard to hair stuff that's been driving me absolutely crazy, as someone who is a hair care enthusiast, someone who has suffered from hair loss, hair damage, etc. and so forth, has now colored hair, and who is also always hearing from people about products and stuff like that. And my beef these days is the marketing around these products. It has gotten absolutely out of control. You find that the claims that they're making now on just regular old shampoos, regular old hair oils are just bananas. And they're allowed to make these claims because they are substantiating them theoretically. What do I mean by that? Often when you look at a product that's new, they'll have like, they'll have tested it. They'll say like, it does X, Y, Z, and it's almost always some sort of crazy claim, right? So it reduces hair loss. Great. Who doesn't want a shampoo that reduces hair loss? Everybody does. That's probably how you found me here and why you're watching right now. My issue is and has always been the asterisks. So you get this massive marketing hype, these big, huge shout out sort of claims, right? Like reduces hair loss. And then you see the asterisk and it's like reduces hair loss due to breakage in a test of 25 women. So often when you're reading the small print, the test size of the tester group was really small, or the amount of hair that they used to test it on was very small, or it's just completely misleading. Like when you're talking about hair loss, you're usually talking about the hair from your scalp, not hair loss due to breakage, which is kind of more in the hair damage category, and yet that still gets marketed as for hair loss. And that would be one thing if it was just a couple products, and I think that's how it kind of was maybe 5 years ago. The market was just much less saturated. It is bananas right now. Every time I go to Sephora, it is like brands I don't recognize anymore. So like brand new brands, which is like a whole new shelf space that they have to take up. And yet the old ones are still there. It's not like those are getting phased out. So everything's all still there. There's just like somehow they're cramming more of it onto the shelves, and the claims are more outrageous basically every single time. The claims can be more outrageous because theoretically they're backing it up with proof. But the proof, if you look at it, is pretty flimsy. But who is going to read these asterisk tiny type? It is like the legal disclaimers where the type is so tiny, no one's going to get out their magnifying glass to read it. And by the time you've read it, you've realized you just like sold your kidney or something like that. So it's really alarming, and it really puts me off a lot of products. I mean, so now that we're talking about like frustration points and pain points and this whole sort of realm of hair care, hair loss. The issue for me that I think some people don't understand, although most of you guys do, so, but you do get some people who kind of just like want me to just keep churning through products and trying all these different things, and I would love to do that for you guys. It's like it's not that I don't want to do it. It's just that hair care is a little different than makeup. I mean, some hair care stuff you can test out the same way you would test out makeup, but if you watch a lot of makeup YouTubers, and I think that that's where sort of the zeitgeist is, people think that I can review hair care stuff as quickly as people wear makeup, but I mean, I'm just thinking about some of the sort of beauty gurus that I know that make videos. It's like one and done. They'll just try it and they'll sort of give their thoughts on it, and you can see visually how it looks. It's usually quite apparent if something's pretty or not. It's quite different from hair care in that the results are not so visible. And it's definitely something that, I think you're not going to know if something is drying unless you try it out for quite a while. You're not going to know if it's hydrating or if it's going to leave a greasy film that you don't want to recommend people to use. So just the length of time you need to try things is much longer for the hair care world versus the beauty world, the makeup world. And I would say even skincare is the same. It takes time, and those are kind of the two realms where I kind of test products, skincare and hair care, and I just can't do it quickly. And that really does hurt me as a creator, because you have people who do test it quickly, and they're obviously just not going to be able to give you, I think, a really informed opinion when they're just like kind of putting it on for one day and being like, it's so nice. How do you really know? Same with hair care, right? So, I don't know, they say slow and steady wins the race. Maybe that's what we're at here. I certainly hope so. Like, I hope that you guys value that. It takes me forever to try products, not because I don't want to try them quickly. There's just like, I want to hold myself up to a certain standard, and I think that people appreciate that, and that's why I am kind of well known for some of my shampoo reviews and some of my other product reviews. And I also give it to you straight. Like, I don't beat around the bush. I don't have PR because I'm just still a smaller channel. People are not sending me things really that often to try, so it's not like I'm trying all the new shampoos and I have to feel like I have to see something nice about them. I don't. I pay for it all with my own money. So that slows me down too. I don't always want to be spending like, $200 on shampoo and then not even be able to test them for months and months. So I'm just buying like a little bit as I go. I test something, and then I need to have breaks too, because these products do a number on my hair. I'm using the Virtue Flourish. Maybe you saw my unboxing video on this a little while ago. I'm still testing it. I still have product left in the bottles, so they're not empty yet. It has done such a number on my hair. It is, almost all of these things are just super drying. Anything that targets hair loss tends to be very drying so far, is what I've experienced, and it does a number on my hair. So often I'll also need a couple weeks to like restore. And the way I restore is just by going back to my usual routine of my like most beloved shampoo, which you guys know I've talked about it before. I won't mention it again because you're probably sick of it. but I do have a link in the description box if you don't know what I'm talking about. So I'll just go back to using sort of my more routine things that I've been using for a long time. Then I can kind of get back to normal, and then I start testing again, and it's like this vicious cycle where my hair takes a beating, but I still like doing it. You know, no complaints really about doing that altogether. Just trying to help you guys understand like sort of the time frame that I'm working on. It's just slower, unfortunately, and so that's why I'm actually making this video. I thought, you know, while I'm waiting for this Virtue Flourish, I can hop on and talk about other hair stuff and just sort of impart some of the stuff that I know and have been doing, and some thoughts that I have, and some look at some drugstore type stuff. So yeah, that's why I am making this video. I am not sure if you guys like it or not. If you do, please interact in some way. Maybe give it a like, drop an emoji in the comments or something like that. And if you want to see more of this kind of stuff and you're not subscribed, go ahead and do that. Click the notification bell. I will be reviewing more products. Even though I just complained about it, I am still reviewing more products. Anyway, it is a working day for me, and lest you think I am a lady of leisure, and despite my errand, the joys of being self-employed / a freelancer, you can come and go as you please and do the things you want to do. I actually do have some work to get done, so I'm gonna head up to my home office, which is in my bedroom, and just get a bit of work done for the next hour until it is lunchtime with the family. I had my lunch and did some work this afternoon. Now I'm heading off to the gym. Behind me, when I was talking about being spoiled for food, there's like a really good fish and chips place, and then this like really amazing Filipino restaurant called La Mesa. Really good stuff. And then across the street, oh my god, look at this. There's a brand new place that I haven't tried yet. Oh, here's a burger place. And then on the other side, there's a new bakery called Sticky. See if we can get it. That has sticky buns, and I've never had a sticky bun, even though it's like a Canadian sweet treat. All right, I'm back from the gym and feeling like a bit of a hot, sweaty mess. And if I'm completely honest, I feel like maybe I got a little bit of what my kid has going on. I keep blowing my nose, and I don't know if it's because I've had the absolute worst allergy season of my life, because I've had allergies now for the last, I'm gonna say month, I'm gonna say 4 weeks. I don't know if it's that or I'm coming down with something as well. Just out for my usual afternoon walk, and I think maybe I just have allergies because it cleared up when I went inside, and now I'm back out again, so that's just gonna get me going again. But I just cannot resist being outside when it's full summer and the weather's really nice. I will show you this whole dress if you're interested. So let me see if I can park you here. The dress is Old Navy this season if you are interested. It wasn't very expensive. I try not to buy too much Old Navy because if you have been here for a while, you know I really try and avoid fast fashion. I did also slam fast fashion earlier today, but I'll allow myself one item a season if I think I'm gonna wear it a lot. That really has to be my litmus test. So I'm trying to keep the numbers down and only buy things I want and try not to return anything. It's the end of the day. Remember how many kilometers I said I walked in a day? 7.6 is what it says there. So I was pretty right on the money with that estimate. I had a really nice evening. We had a dinner of easy Korean beef from the Damn Delicious website. They have really good recipes. And what I like about this, it's got this like really nice ginger flavor, and my son really, really loves it. And I wanted to make something sort of with ginger in it that's nourishing and really kind of stick to your ribs food because he's not feeling well. So yeah, we had that for dinner, and I lay around watching a bit of YouTube for a bit, just chilling out on the sofa. That is Lydia Elise Millen. I've been enjoying her vlogs. They're very long, they're over an hour, but I like to just decompress and zone out. I, despite making YouTube videos, also watch a lot of YouTube as well. So fun fact you might not know about me. It looks quite light out. It's actually later than you would think, considering how bright it is. It's just that time of year. I'm gonna be taking off my makeup with this tub of Giovanni's Makeup Removing Melting Balm, and I used a little scoop that did they provide this? I can't remember, but I don't use too much, and I just put this on to break up the old makeup. Have you ever heard of this Korean skincare method? And I think it's called, I saw it on TikTok, and I want to say it's called the 4-2-4 method. You're supposed to do it in the shower, but I mean, you can do it anywhere, as long as you have access to water. The first 4 minutes of this, so the each part stands for minutes, like it's 4 minutes of washing with I think a balm, like an oil
based cleanser, something that can give you a good amount of glide, and you're supposed to do that for 4 minutes. It's basically like massage and cleansing sort of wrapped into one. So you do that, and then you take that off. And I've never done it for that long because I just do not have the patience, shower or otherwise, to do anything for 4 minutes to my skin. But I do kind of a modified version where I just kind of keep going like you're seeing here. So you do this, and this breaks up all the makeup and just gives you a nice sort of almost like self-massage moment. And then after that, you use a foaming cleanser. So I'll show you the kinds that I have. This is just like a Korean foam cleanser that I got just from like Marshall's. It was actually on clearance and it's pretty good. It's an empty. The problem though is when you buy those clearance items, sometimes they're just like one-offs and then you kind of can't really find them at Marshall's again, then you gotta kind of go hunting for them. I had this little sample of Effaclar, which is actually for oily skin and acne prone skin, and that's not me. But it's interesting because when I use this really kind of heavy oily balm, I find actually this one isn't actually too stripping afterwards. So I can use this and it foams up. It has quite a strong smell though, oddly for La Roche-Posay products, because usually they have no scent or very, very faint scent. It has almost a strong lily of the valley, maybe geranium type scent that I actually find just almost too strong. Okay, so we're gonna go in. So I rinsed off that level of the cleansing, oily cleansing balm. And then the next thing you do is go in. So I'm just gonna go in with this one. And you're supposed to foam for 2 minutes. And then the last 4 minutes, you're supposed to be splashing your face with cold water. And I just, first of all, you're supposed to do this technique in the shower. So that didn't make a lot of sense to me how you would splash your face just with cold water for 4 minutes. What about the rest of you? You just stand there freezing under the thing. I don't know if I am retelling this correctly, but I'm pretty sure that's what you're supposed to do. So that's a whole of what? 4, 2, and 4. What is that? 8, 9, 10 minutes altogether. That's too much for me, but I did find that there is some truth in that. If you do this, you get every scrap of makeup off and your face does look really, really good. So there is something to just spending that extra time. I'm just not sure that 4 minutes of cold water after all this is really what I want to do. It's such a waste of water as well. All right, makeup's all off, skin's all clean, just final touches for the night. I usually just give the old hair a good brush out. And then I, especially during allergy season, because I noticed that this makes a difference because pollen gets in your hair and then hair gets on your pillow and then you roll around on your pillow at night and it makes you sneeze. So I find that if I put my hair, if I brush it through and then I put it in a scrunchie like this, truly, truly nothing, just like, you know, the whole messy top knot. If I do this, then this hair has been less exposed to pollen and that's mostly what's on the pillow and I sneeze a little bit less. I mean, best of all would be if I took a whole shower, wash my hair, but I'm not gonna do that before I go to bed because my hair takes a really long time to dry. It's really porous. So this is gonna have to be my makeshift sort of vibe for the night to try and reduce my allergens, and let's just hope that they clear up soon because they've really been pestering me lately. So that's it, that's me for the night. I'm gonna lie down with my laptop and watch some Real Housewives of Dubai. Gotta catch up on that because now they're airing, where I am anyway, Real Housewives of Beverly Hills and Dubai at the same night, and I can't do 2 hours straight, so I have to, you know, kick one to the next day. So that's what I'll be doing. All right, everybody, I hope that you enjoyed this and we'll see you in the next one. Thanks so much for watching.